Hey Thrifty people, good Friday. How are you guys doing this Friday? I hope you guys had a good time with your families yesterday. If you didn't hang out with family, I hope you had a good time just relaxing. Maybe fixed yourself something to eat, enjoyed your day off. So I had a pretty decent time. Like I said, we went out to eat. We went to Fogo de Chao. My daughter was like, yeah, no. She's like, we done eating here. So I think we went full circle for a year. I've been there 4 times this year. And she's been there 3 times, her and the family. So she's like, yeah, nah, we done. So now we have to find some other place to go. So there's this restaurant called Julio's that is over where we normally go, where we went for the other one. So she's like, yeah, we can check that out next time. Or we go into the city. There's this place. Y'all have to go if you come to Chicago. It is called Carnival. It is a Brazilian, it's a Brazilian themed restaurant. And it's really, really nice during the special occasions like Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter, things like that. They do this great brunch buffet, and I'm telling you, they have like the tomahawk steak. They have these to die for waffles. Oh my God. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to please us because we are foodies, we are Southern, and you got to have some seasoning and some taste. So anywho, I hope you guys had a great day yesterday, and today is normal for me, back to work. Back to work. So today I'm just going to go over my budget for the month of November. Nothing really extravagant. Some things I did that I am not going to be saving for or, sinking fund wise, because I'm just trying to kind of cut down on the sinking funds and identify what I really need and what I don't. Let's see. This was November's. Pretty much good. Stuck to it. Let's see. Yes, I did a pretty good job sticking to it. I think I had a little mishap thinking that I was supposed to have had $100 in professional fees, but actually it was only $50. So I went back and I took care of that. And guys, if you hear something off in the distance, it is so I live in a residential commercial area. And just having the daycare across the street makes it, like a commercial type area, which I think city noise ordinance do not really apply. So at 7 this morning, when I was like, okay, I'm ready to tape, they were like, so now they're off in the distance. They handled everything up front. It still looks like there are some leaves they may come back and get. Hopefully they cover it with the lawnmower, but I'm hoping that you don't hear, it's not so loud when they come back because they're like off in the back part in the distance now. All right, so anywho, back to this. So let's go ahead and let's look at December. What did I do? Let's look at December. December's not too bad. It's the same thing. It is same. I think the only thing that has really, let me find my marker here. Hold on, guys. So the only thing that has really changed, that has changed a lot, is going to be down here in my weeklies and also up here in my 4 walls. One of the weirdest things occurred. I don't know. I had set up my ComEd account. I had actually set up the ComEd account for, what do you call that? I set it up so that it would do the auto pay, enroll in auto pay, but apparently it didn't go through, or they did a change on their site. I don't know what happened. All I know is, y'all, when I did the transactions, I went back to go look at it for this month, and then also last month I found out that it wasn't paid. So when I looked, I went out on the website and I was like, oh, okay. So I was behind, y'all. I was behind $100-something. So I ended up going ahead and paying the bill for the past 2 months and also for next month. It was $142 for the ComEd. And so I'm bringing this down at least to $55. The reason why I'm bringing it down to 55 and not down to the 40s is because I use an electric heater. I try not to use the gas as much. Up here, I'm used to like a forced air system down south, but up here, there is gas. So yeah, and gas can be expensive. But what I did do, because I do have the heat up, I estimated probably about the bill to be about $80 instead of like the 40. It was 20 and I think it was 40. So I estimated to be about 80. Yes, y'all, I have it palm trees in here because apparently this place is not well insulated. I was like, okay, there's a trade-off when I moved. All right, so nothing else has changed in regards to any of the other items. They are pretty much, other than, like I said, this guy here, Comet and Nightcore, everything else is fixed. Those are fixed amounts. I do know, my internet, I just pay for internet. I don't pay for anything else. I don't have any cable, anything like that. Y'all, I'm cheap. I do have my subscriptions and I do piggyback off of stands, so I'm okay there. All right, now my cash wallet is the same, guys. Nothing going on there. The one thing going on here is household. You know, last month I added coffee. Household, I decided I'm going to use what's in the reserve. So as you know, I have many of you know, I have an extra, extra groceries and households, whatever I called it. You know, I'll just be naming stuff. That's professionals. Y'all, anywho. Yeah, extra groceries and household. Well, I found that I'm not really using my household money a lot. I still have the $25 from last time. And then what occurs is I tend to take that money and spend it on something else. I usually put it in with my splurge or in with my groceries. And I'm really trying to contain my cost in certain areas or my expenses in certain areas. And groceries and splurge is one of them. I do not want to utilize other money that's not being that's put into my wallet for something specific. I don't want to utilize that for something else if I don't need to. I need to learn how to control, you know, certain spending habits. Mainly, like I said, a lot of that with the groceries and the splurge has to do with my goal of I'm working towards losing weight. And I would happily use the household money to eat out, and I don't need to because that's cheating. All right. So other than that, everything else is staying the same. Now we get down here to our Q2 weekly sinking funds. And I've condensed this down to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've condensed it down to 7 compared to last month where I had quite a few. Last month I was saving, let's see. I can tell you, where did I do? What did I do? Y'all, I have to, okay, here we go. So, all right. I took out car maintenance. I'm not saving for car maintenance. I have enough in there. And if anything, I can just, whatever's in the account can cover it. I still need to get my car maintained. I wasn't able to go do that, but I would be doing that this weekend. So car maintenance in itself is not going to, is not on there. Medical script is on hold. Medical I put back in there because I did just have a couple of things occur over the past couple of weeks. And because of that, and I just had an ultrasound on Wednesday, I know I'm going to have to pay part of that. I am going to still contribute to the medical. I took out extra groceries. I'm not putting money in there for that. Miscellaneous self-care, I did add that back. I mean, I did do something with that, but miscellaneous itself was condensed into emergency fund, so that's not there. I'm not saving anything into staycation or entertainment. I still am doing something for the kids, the grandkids, and also YouTube. So when I come back here, I know, I just do this because it's easier to do this on a sheet. Where am I? Okay, right here. So basically emergency, HOA, I'm going to take all of that out of my first paycheck. Professional dues, oh, here we go. All that comes out of my first paycheck. Now I just got professional dues, miscellaneous care, kids fund, medical, and my YouTube mailbox. Yes, I went 2 cities over to get a mailbox, y'all. 2 cities over because the mailbox in my city for the same size mailbox was like $218. 2 cities over, it was $78. And it is a little mailbox. A little post office. Just a little post office. You could pass it up. All right. Now for extra savings, I'm hoping to save at least an additional $880 this month. That's outside of my sinking funds, and that is in the Christmas. So $300 additional this month for my Christmas sinking fund, which should not go towards this. It should not go towards this year's anything, towards any Christmas this year. Okay, my $2 a day that the $2 a day I'm doing. to finish that out, my litter box to finish that out, pocket change to finish that out, and then splurge, the last one for this month, to see how I'm going to do there. All right. Okay, so let's go over here to the challenges. Just a quick update on this. I have decided, okay, so let's go here. Seasonal savings is done. I'm hoping to pick that back up here starting in, I'm actually hoping to pick that back up here this month. Well, in December, I am going to do just some more Christmas theme challenges. And then eventually I'm going to add in something for January, February, yeah, because I'm doing winter, because spring is kind of like it comes in March. So I'm going to add something for January and February into it. And so I should pick this back up fully towards the end of December. All right, 26 Mondays. That's what the Christmas is for. We are down to 4 Mondays to Christmas, guys. 4 Mondays to Christmas. Get it going, y'all. Get it going. Enjoying your nice break or whatever you got to get for the family, right? Litter box, I am going to finish that out. I do have money in there. I won't be doing this on air. I've just gotten to the point, I'm like, some of these challenges I can do them not, when I say on air, not on camera, because it just doesn't make, whatever. It's for me. I can just get done. G Baby's activity. I finished the autism, so I need to roll that up into there. I might do that one though, because I love that one. See what I can do there. However, we will not be funding the remainder of it. I think I've said that before. So this is a no. This is a no. This will not be fully funded by the end of the year. However, I am excited to see how much I have saved. Same thing for Saving Butterfly. Saving Butterfly is not going to get what I wanted it to get. And I'm going to have to make some serious changes. And a lot of that has to do, I have to make some changes to things. It has to do with the insurance. My insurance at work went up $120 per paycheck. And I don't think it's right how they're doing it. They are literally tearing out how much you're going to pay more. Or what they did was they took our salaries and they did it by salary. And I think I explained this before. They did it by salary. And by salary, what has occurred is that the providers are having to pay more, because once it gets to this particular top range, I mean, who else is going to pay it, guys? Nobody else in the facility except for the providers and some of the, executive staff, which I'm just kind of like, why are you punishing us? We already, y'all don't get me started. That's why I already said, I told y'all yesterday what I got to do, because even though it might be fun working there, I just cannot stay, because no. I don't know. Are they doing that on your job? Did your insurance go up? I mean, $120, I don't care if it is taken out pre-tax, you still see it. When I made my adjustment in my contribution to my retirement, it went down $200, y'all. So I appreciate pre-tax, but it still goes down. So now I'm adding $120 to that. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments this month. And I mean, I'm always squeezing myself, but I'm just like, I'm not going to sacrifice my retirement for certain things. And I have to make decisions, grown people decisions, y'all. I have to make grown people decisions. All right, so let's get over here. We're finishing up November, and I'm just going to do, by the time this comes back, December, hopefully the goal on Monday. Let me tell you, the goal on Monday is to kind of go over with you guys, closing out November, to see how I did with spending. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad because I have to do some shopping for Stan's 25. I said 26 last time, but 25-day countdown for Christmas. I need to go out this weekend and go do some shopping. I already have a couple of things for him, but I need to do some additional shopping. So I already know it is going to be bad, but I'm replacing that with the Christmas funds as well. That'll probably occur on Sunday when I do my Christmas countdown. You'll see that I'm going to take some of that money out and just, like I said, substitute it with just regular Christmas themed savings challenges that I'm going to do for the month of December. All right, so I'm going to finish up. I'm going to finish up putting in my transactions so that I can do my closeout for the month of November on Monday. I'm trying to get into the habit of that, and I feel good about it. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully nothing crazy happens this weekend. All right. Now, my paycheck number 24, it basically is already broken down over here. I'm going to write that over here. I won't do it right now on this particular video, because for this paycheck, there is nothing else that is coming out. It is just going to be what you just recently saw, how paycheck 24 is going to be broken down. And basically paycheck 24 is just going to pay bills. And we'll see what craziness occurs throughout the month. Other than, I do have my sinking funds and my savings. I have, y'all, oh my God, it is like the day after Thanksgiving, and you think these folks, it's noisier than any other morning. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, come on, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead. Let me do this. I'm going to do this. Let me take this one from last month. I kind of cheat, y'all, because it's just easier to have all that stuff in there. I try to be pretty, but you know what, y'all? It just is what it is. I appreciate y'all being here. So let's go ahead and let's do this. This is the biggest thing that I need to do here. And what I am doing is so we have gas, which is going to be $120. So $120. Groceries. Okay, the groceries are going to be $125. Y'all, I really thought that they were going to be all the way in the back. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad about having to tape this like this right now. So I apologize. Okay. So $125. All right. And so then coffee is going, and this is my cash wallet. It's going to be $15, and I'm going to do 3 5s. That just makes it easier there. 3 5s. And then since this is $120, it's going to be 5, 1, 3, and 4. I keep this pretty much the same. I do not deviate from this much. And I have found that it works for me. So we are not doing household. Household is on hold. Splurge is $30. And this allows me to get whatever extra little junk I want for the week, which I need to kind of tell her back on that. I don't need to be. All right, done. And I'm not depriving myself of anything. I just want people to know that. I know it can seem like I am, but I'm not. I'm just really working on controlling my spending, because a lot of this stuff I don't need, I have. Now I'm going to get 31s. What I do with this money here is I actually put it into my dining out, no spend dining out fund. Okay. All right. And then we have my G babies. They get $20. Oh, good Lord. I feel so embarrassed that this is going on in the background, guys. I really thought. All right, and then, okay, and so then I have giving is 25, which is, I have actually been this month, I gave my money to, not 511. I gave my money to, what is that place called? NPR this month. So Giving Tuesday, all that spending we're doing, okay? Don't forget, Giving Tuesday is on sinking. What am I doing? Sinking funds. Giving Tuesday comes after Cyber Monday. So don't forget to give, guys. Give to a good charity. If you don't know who to give to your food bank. Sinking funds overall. I have to add this up. 164 plus 25 plus 25 plus 15 plus 25 equals 254. All right, 254. So we're going to have 100, 150. That's good. Oh, okay. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3 20s. We'll have 3 20s. And then we're going to have 2 10s. And how many 5s are we going to have? We'll have most definitely 4 1s? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. All right, so I don't know, y'all. This looks like, so that's 150. 150 plus 60 plus 20 plus 20 plus 4 equals, oh, what did I say? 254? Did I add that wrong, y'all? I sure did. No, I put 1 down instead of 4. Okay, there we go. So 254. All right, good. There we go. Now, the other thing that comes out is splurge. All right, splurge comes out. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the entire month. Let's see. I might get about 10 ones, and that is 50. What I do. So I did 8, 4, and 3. All right, so that is 10 plus, let's see, well, hold on, 8 times 5 equals 90 plus 10 plus what? Y'all, get your girl. What is this? Hold on. So that's 40. 40 plus 60 equals 40 plus 60 equals 100, right? Yes. 60, 40, 10 equals, 100 plus 10, that's 110, minus 50, minus 150, that's 40, divided by 5 equals 8. What was I thinking? I don't know. I had this right. Okay. All right, girl. You can't add. All right. MA additional. No. So I am good. Yes. So that is correct. So I have to do the E5K. I go ahead and I take this out for 2 weeks, and which that should be the end of it. This week coming 1, 2. Yeah, so 2 weeks, and we'll do 20 here. And how many? So that's usually 60 and 60. That's going to be 120. So that's 140. Let's see about getting some 10s in here. So 140. Okay, 200. Sorry, guys. 200 minus 140 equals, I put 120. That's wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I know I put 120. I don't want 120. So 6 and 6. I actually just want 12. So, all right. So 120 plus 20 equals 140 minus 200. I have 60 left. So why don't I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, 4 minus 20 and plus 20 equals 40. So we're going to do 4, and we're going to do 4. So once again, 12, that's not, well, 12 times 20 equals 240. Girls and boys, your girl, I know y'all saw what I did. I meant to write 6. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So 120, let's try this again, because 6 times 2 is 12, plus 0 is 120, 40, 20, 20. All right, that's 200. So E5K. And then I said I need the one for, we'll see, let's see. So that's it so far for that, okay? What I'm going to do then, guys, is I take this to the bank to the bank so that I can get my cash. And I'm going to do that today because I want to go ahead and on lunch. I am going to do the rest of this, guys, off screen. In fact, hold on, guys. So sinking funds, I just put it all into one. Sinking funds are going to be $254. That's what I budgeted, $254. That's not bad because that takes care of my that takes care of the, yes, that's good. That takes care of my HOA. Well, not the HOA, the condo fees, and I can pay the condo fees as soon as I cash stuff that. So that's good. All right, so then we have extra savings. We have splurge. Okay, so 150 is going to go there. And then we have E5K. And there's going to be some more. I just have to figure out what it's going to be. But that comes from different income. And so that's 200. Okay, which this actually comes from different income too. So I need to put that up here. Other 200, 200. Okay. I'll write all this over here. This is basically the same. For my debt, I need to just put 73 because that is what, and what the debt is, I have subscriptions monthly, and at the end of the month, that's when the main charge comes through, and it rolls over to the next month. So that's the 73 on top of whatever I do on my credit card for that month. So I'm going to fill all this in after I get off. All right, thank y'all. I'm gonna put this back over here. Y'all saw this. I got something I'm planning on doing, some stuff with some budget. I'm going to be doing a lot more budgeting on here because I'm going to have to, because I have to figure out some things as I navigate through working on finding another position. I just can't. It is not sustainable for me to stay in this position. It's not. And which one is this? Is this here or is that there? The heck if I know. What's your girl doing? Your girl don't know what she's doing, do she? No. Anyway, it's just not sustainable for me to be in that position anymore, guys. I can't do it. It's sad because I do like the people, but you know what? Money rules. Money rules. And I've been thinking about what I'm going to do, because I think I had explained to you guys one time before that I had thought about doing some locums. And I might end up just doing locums because it doesn't tie you to any place. All right, one last thing I wanted to do, and I know y'all like that. I ain't talking about, I know y'all, okay, hold on. Y'all know y'all like all this, meddling in my money. And this ain't even Monday. Okay, so the last thing I need to do, guys, is I explained to y'all I was going to take some money out of here and put it into here because I want to finish this up, correct? Well, I do have some money in here. This 10 goes back somewhere else, so I can't use that. Okay, this is my translator card, guys. I shouldn't show y'all that in case somebody wants to get it and use it. Look at this, y'all. Look. They gave us $25 off. You know why? Because they want us to come back. But my daughter said, no, mama, no. I was like, okay. Yes, ma'am. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I still have 10 left. This is all to get me through the weekend. I am not allowed to spend any more money unless it has to do with the Christmas stuff for Stan. And because I'm shopping local, it's probably about to get expensive because I'm doing the nationwide blackout and not shopping on Amazon, not shopping with big retailers. That's the biggest thing. Shop local, shop local, shop local. And I don't think my husband's going to want, I don't think my husband, guys, is going to want any savings challenges. So, sorry. Anyway, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I need $13 because there's $1 here. Okay. Look at that. Y'all saw that? Well, let's see where I can take some money from. I do need to get some gas, but I have at least 40 that I can do gas. And I said I need $13. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. I have been nowhere. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm having to modify how much I actually take out of the cash wallet to see what I spend, right? $13. And I don't mind taking money from certain places that I don't need to be using this stuff, guys. I just, I'd rather it go here into some sort of savings for something. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is just roll it into my my emergency fund. I'm going to have to get that up because I might have to be doing some desperate times, calls for desperate measures. Y'all, I had a nightmare last night. I got to go into work because I am running late. It's 8:27. Y'all see that, guys? My first patient's at 9:20, so I got to hustle. But I do want to tell y'all, this was a sign that I got to quit this job. I talked to you guys about it yesterday, but I literally, knowing I had to go to work today, I have a patient that is having some eye problems, and there's no support on this job to help you out with prior auths like I did on my prior position, but all FQHCs, I'm sorry, pretty much are the same. They run you rugged. They just dog you. It's a provider meal. And I really like helping the patients, but it's very difficult because the support system or the pay is not there. And I had a nightmare last night because I was like, I'm going to have to go in here today and hold the hand of my MA who should know how to do this, but she didn't. And I had to, follow up on it on Wednesday. And it makes it hard because I'm following up on something to make sure my patient can make her appointment on Monday because she needs this appointment, on top of having to see patients, close charts, call other patients. And it comes like a big circle. And it's like a bad relationship where you have the bad phase, honeymoon, bad, getting bad, really bad, honeymoon. And I'm like, I don't want that. I like the people I work with, but that's just not enough for me to want to stay. So enough with that, y'all. Thank y'all for letting me vent. We got 20, 30, 5, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So $60 there. That's good. Yeah, I'm just all about getting my money up in the bank at this point. So the last one we have to save is July. Now, y'all remember yesterday I cashed out that money and I said I was going to put it for occasions. Y'all remember that? Well, I decided I'm not going to put all of this to my special occasions. 2026 is going to be the year of Tara, kind of like the year of George. And Tara needs to make sure that she has what she needs, mentally and financially. So let's go ahead. We got 2 here. I'm going to go ahead and close out this month. We have 2 already. It's 62. We just need $60. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we're going to take all of those and we're going to put those in there. And all I'm doing is saving up into a long-term challenge. So I took a 12-week challenge, which I know for some of y'all, that's not, y'all like, Tara, that's still long-term. Well, it takes some of y'all 12 weeks to, get some of these short-term challenges. Don't forget that, y'all. It takes some of y'all 3 months to finish it. So all I'm doing is taking that and rolling into this long term, which is a year long. This was another one that I was going to kind of scooch over to my grandkids for Christmas. That's what this was supposed to be. But, talking to everybody, I was like, look, y'all, we got to get it together. All right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2. I have to put some money also on my, on the 12-year-olds on his books. I have to put some money on his books. So I need to do that. That's money that's going to come out. So that's not something I do with a savings challenge. It literally is something I have to do that is part of the paycheck. Okay, so that's my responsibility for him. Since my husband, that's my responsibility. My husband, Stan, he has the other boy, which if y'all know, yes, I am married. I live separate because of the older boy right now. We are working on him, which he's getting good, y'all. He is his therapist. We now have a baseline. His baseline sucks. I'm not gonna lie, because he still cusses at us. He still thinks it's okay to cuss at us and stuff. He has reactive attachment disorder. Just to let people know that don't know, my boys are my great nephews. Okay, we adopted them. They've been with us for 9 years now, and the oldest one, since he got back, a lot of stuff has happened because he was gone for a year. It didn't work. Y'all do not send anybody to, if you know your child, don't send them to a facility, a residential facility like we did. The facility wasn't bad. The facility wasn't bad. It's just that it's a contained environment. And when they come back out in this environment, it's not the same. You can't do what they do in a contained environment. Anyway, so he's been going to therapy weekly for the past several months. And the therapist is like, hey, I think that we can move him up to every other week. And so my husband, Stan's like, well, I don't think that I think he still needs it weekly. And I told Stan, I said, what she's telling you is this is his baseline. In medical, that's what you learn is that what you want, where you want to be, say for pain, where you want to be for pain, you now have a new baseline. And this is what you can tolerate. So she's telling us this is his baseline. And I'm telling you, it was crazy. When we originally went out to go eat last week, y'all, he started cussing. I said, nope. I got in the turn lane. I turned around and went back. I said, we're not doing this today. So the thing is, you also got to teach these people how to treat you as well. So this is crazy because he doesn't have real attachment to us. We may have raised him, but there's no attachment. So he feels what he does to us is okay. But anyhow, so Stan is there with him, and it was violent there for a minute. That's why I had to move out. That's why I moved out. That's why I'm paying rent. So all of this stuff is going. That's why I'm saying, y'all, I'm just not making enough. What I should be able to do and what I am doing, I can't do because of everything that's going on. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Thank y'all for letting me vent. It's just a day, y'all. It is a day. It is a day. And I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate you letting Tara vent. I'm going to take this 20 out of here, okay? This is household. See what I was talking about, y'all? 2 weeks with household, and I don't, All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16. So we are going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, y'all, I do care about going to work, but I kind of don't care about getting there right now. Y'all just laugh. Play me in the background. All right, play me in the background. Okay, so there we go. There goes that. Y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all what I am going to do in the meantime to help myself out at my job. We have vacations, right? Well, yeah, people have vacations, but the way that we have it, we also have CEs. And what I plan to do is I am taking every other Wednesday off. I will be taking every other Wednesday off for the first 5 months of the year. It's going to give myself a break. I feel like that's a good thing. I would like to take every Wednesday off, but I don't want to use up all my vacation. Sometimes you have to do things to preserve your peace while you're somewhere as you're figuring out what you need to do. All right, we got 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So that is good. $60, guys. One more month is left. One more month. I am willing to do that regular. I appreciate it. I love this. This is from Gracie over at Grammy's Journey. I haven't watched her in a while. I'm sorry, Gracie. I'm going to get back to y'all. I got to watch. I got to catch up. But I really, really appreciate this. I think this was really neat. Next year, I'm going to do something different with this so I can save more. But I'm going to, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right. So there goes that. The only other thing I need to do, and this is all the cash I have for the weekend. And yes, I'm not going to lie. I need to get some gas. We're going to go to the market. So that is good. Me and the kids are going to do some glass blowing. And so I have some money in here. I really just don't want to use it, but we'll see. We will see. All right, 99. This is extra groceries. I'm going to put $1 in here to make that 100. I know y'all like Tara. I'm like, y'all, okay, let's do this. So we're going to reallocate $1, and that's $100. All right. I'll put this stuff into my sinking funds or into whatever. All right, 50, 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. What? Y'all, 100, 50, 70. And I counted that with such confidence. 50, 70, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Such confidence. That's how you should go into the day, y'all, with that much confidence that you counted something incorrectly. I think I'm going to put $30 more into here. So we have, let's put 30 in there to make that 100. I'm going to bring this up to 100. All right. Reallocate. Y'all, I'm so upset. I missed out on that King Spa thing. And this is the other reason why I was like upset. There's a lot of things that I missed out on because of work, being, just the regular circle. I'm telling y'all, primary care is not for the weak. And I have become weak. I don't want to do it. 50, 70, 80, 95, 100. I also, that's why I was telling Stan, I really have to think about what I want to do. I don't want to jump from the pot to the fire. This is going to get an extra $3. This is activity. That brings it up to $300. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to jump from the pot to the fire. You don't want to do that. So I have to be very strategic about how I maneuver. I was thinking about doing maybe possibly if I don't do a locums, which is, we'll say temp. It's a fancy way of saying temp work. If I don't do pardon me, y'all. If I don't do locums, then I was thinking about going to a nursing home. We got 1, 2, 50, 70, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 99. We got 100, 250, 70, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I had to add $4. It says 3 on there. Oh no, 4. Oh my God, that was $2.96. Girl. Anyway, so yeah, I just need to, like I was saying, I just need to strategically think about where I want to go, because I don't want to keep jumping while I'm up here with my grandkids. You know, wherever I go, I want that to be it. But I also have to make sure that I'm making decent money. All right, let's bring this up to 50. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We need 45, 46, $46. All right, so 46. Let's make sure, because y'all, 104 plus 46. Oh, look, 104 plus 46 equals 150. All right, so we got reallocate. And, you know, I know people are saying, hey, in this economy, and it's scary. It is scary to make a move like that, because people are laying off. Even some of these hospitals, you know, they say they want you, but if something occurs, think about it. First in, first out. That's FIFO. That's what I learned in accounting. A lot of people do that. First in, first out. You're the first person in, or last in, first out. LIFO. So you're the last in, you're first out. You're first to go. You know, sometimes they are trying to, you know, get the people that have been there for a while out because of the pay and stuff. But, you know, it's just like, I just have to be mindful of all this stuff. Got 20, 40, 60, 80. 5, 95, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, pardon me, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So it's been a struggle, because like I said, I've seen several positions. I have been courted, and I'm just like, you know, I got to be mindful. I got to be careful about where I go, because I have to make sure it's where I want to go. All right, so we'll get this up to 300. So 300 minus 244 equals, we need to add 56. Let's see if we can do that, guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 56. All these fives, I'll get it later. Gonna do another cash. Yes, y'all. I know y'all didn't like it. I don't care. I need the peace. I'm gonna do some cash condensing with meditation. Hey, I'm trying to reach a different audience too. Come on, y'all. Leave me alone. I'm trying to be like some of these other people with these little YouTube checks. Back $2,000. Nah, not really. I'm going to work. I do this because I need to. I do this because the girl wants to make sure that I really appreciate this. I appreciate doing all this. I really do. I know this is longer than what I expected it to be. I expected to do this earlier, but, you know, finally our friends are gone somewhere. Meanies. No. Anyway, we have 1, 2, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. That is good, 300. My goal for this is $200, so that is great. That is great. Let's see if I can throw this somewhere else. The rest of this, I have some fives. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We're going to throw this last 40 into cartoon up, because oh, that's nice. Actually, we only need 37. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. All right. Reallocate. 28, and we have, let's just make sure, 263 plus 37 equals 300. That's good. I need to check the front of my car, y'all, is like kind of, it's not shaking or anything, but it has that, it's a squeak. So, you know, when you start hearing a squeak or something crazy, that's like brakes. So I need to go get my brakes looked at. I need to get my tires looked at. They were new. But it's been a while. I gotta remember, because I go to Delta Sonic to get all that done, but I have got to remember, oh, my goal is $910 for maintenance. I have to remember though. Did I? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. Yeah, I have to, I need to take it over there and see. So that means I gotta wake up early in the morning. Y'all, thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all being here. I don't think y'all understand. This is soothing for me to do this, to get my money together. In addition, talking to y'all, I appreciate y'all allowing me to kind of vent a little bit about all the different things going on. You know, and I just want to say, I want to say this too. I do want to let y'all know. I know it sounds weird that my husband and I live apart right now, but also one of the things that I said to him, I said, you know, I have always lived with somebody. I had my oldest daughter when I was 15. I have always lived with somebody, okay? And this is the first time I ever lived alone. And to find out who you are, which is one of the reasons why I had, really stressed to my girls, don't have kids until you're ready. Don't have them, early. Now, my oldest one, she had my grandson when she was 23. But it doesn't matter. She still got to experience some life. And I was just very clear about that because I raised my babies, and now I see the joy of being able to raise kids, because that's what I get to do with my grandkids, the joy of raising kids without the stress of having to raise kids. And there is a difference. You tend to live in survival mode when you have to raise kids compared to enjoying raising your kids. And my daughter does such a really great job of raising my grandkids, and she is nothing like I was, and I was nothing like my parents. And I'm just like, just to see them just be all bougie is just the cutest little thing in the world. I don't know, because that girl, she talked too much like I do, as you see. So it's natural. And then yesterday when we was eating, I looked at my daughter and I was like, yeah, you get it honest from me. Yeah, Anthony's right about that. That's my son-in-law. He's right. He's like, they all get it from you. Well, I guess. They got it from their mama. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for stopping by to see what I have to offer. Guys, there are some surprises coming in the future. I am close to 2,000 subbies. I appreciate all of you guys that have been here, everybody that watches. I do have a freebie coming for reaching the 2,000 mark. I appreciate everybody that is out here and supports me. But I do have some shifts and surprises and things coming, guys, and I want to thank y'all for being here. I want to thank you for stopping by. Look at this. I think this is some dried up lotion. It's like a lotion booger. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by, seeing what I have to offer. If you like this type of content, what you gonna do? Comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. Guys, I'm gonna see you in my next video, and toodles.